only speed and instinct tightening around the savannah. The chase began in silence, punctuated only by the pounding hearts of hunter and hunted. But the wildebeest wasn't ready to surrender. In the chaos, a sharply curved horn hooked into the hind leg of a lioness. A roar broke the tension, not from the predator, but from the jolt of unexpected pain. For a breathless moment, both were locked, hunter and pursuer, with a lesson etched in pain. A rare reversal. A glimpse of nature's unpredictable script where survival instinct can outmatch even the fiercest claws. Beneath the scorching savannah sun, 3 lions, 2 lionesses, and 1 male rested quietly in the tall grass. Peace reigned until an unexpected visitor disrupted the calm. A white rhinoceros approached grazing without noticing the predators at first. But as it drew closer, the unfamiliar scent put it on alert. 1 lioness panicked and fled. The other attempted an ambush, only to fail. Turning, the rhino came face to face with the male lion. The big cat didn't back down, inching forward as if to test its odds. But realizing the danger, the lion turned and ran. The encounter ended swiftly, yet it left a lasting impression. In the wild, the line between courage and recklessness is razor thin.
Stop it. Here he goes.
A lion lunged at the mother buffalo, no hesitation. She positioned herself in front of her calf, shielding it with her own body, though every step betrayed the pain of old wounds. Her weary eyes never left the predator, but her strength was fading. 2 male lions, moving in silent coordination, exploited this vulnerability, each step deliberate, no energy wasted.
I'm shaking.
Clamped onto the mother's side jaws, locked with ruthless precision. The other slipped past, targeting the calf. Despite her desperate resistance, the mother buffalo's power waned. Every heave of her horns, every attempt to pivot only drained her faster. Her calf cried out, not just a plea for help, but a haunting echo across the open plain. This moment didn't just showcase brutality. It revealed the calculated tactics and relentless determination of apex predators. In nature's harsh order, a single pause can mean the end. On the parched savannah, a mud pit became an unexpected trap for a fully grown black rhinoceros. It had stumbled in its massive body, sinking deep, mixing with the squelch of mud beneath its weight. Three male lions hidden nearby sensed an opportunity. Normally, a rhino in its prime is one of the most formidable and dangerous creatures on the savannah. But now, the advantage seemed to shift. They approached slowly, not in a frenzy, but with calculation. Each step was measured, gauging the rhino's response. The trapped giant let out a guttural growl, tossing its horn defiantly. Even stuck, it hadn't lost its majesty. One lion dared to advance, testing the waters with a light swipe. The rhino still had the strength to resist, but couldn't move. The lions realized time was on their side. Yet the encounter didn't unfold that their target, though trapped, remained too dangerous. Quietly, they backed off, leaving the mud pit and the survivor behind. In the wild, opportunity doesn't always lead to conquest. Sometimes sheer will can turn the tide and grant a second chance at life. A lone buffalo suddenly found itself approached by two fully grown male lions. With no herd nearby, it faced a stark choice: stand its ground or flee. In a tense moment, the buffalo struck back with a decisive charge, forcing the lions to retreat. But the boulder bang echoed the tire had burst. The sudden noise startled the lions, sending them scattering. The buffalo had cleverly used the presence of humans to shift the balance. It was a vivid reminder. In the wild, survival depends not only on strength, but also on boldness and wit. A surprising act, a memorable moment, and life was reclaimed in the blink of an eye. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a pack of 16 African wild dogs launched a high-stakes chase across the southern plains, targeting a herd of Cape buffalo. The hunt unfolded with intensity, strategic, coordinated, and unrelenting. They darted in circles, surged forward, then retreated, sowing confusion. Their tactics were not random. They selected their target, disrupted the herd's cohesion, and isolated the weakest individual. This strategy, refined through thousands of years of evolution, played out flawlessly. As panic spread, a mature female buffalo became separated. The dogs immediately shifted focus, initiating a full-on pursuit. They attacked from behind, precise bites aimed at the hamstrings and thighs, pulling with astonishing force. Some buffalo tried to intervene, but the dogs split their ranks, launching counterattacks to block the rescuers. The chase lasted over 20 minutes. Every leap, every lunge teetered between life and death. The air was filled with bellows, growls, and the roar of dust. Instinct. A safari guide later recounted, "We tracked the pack from the camp. That evening, they drove the herd into the bush and isolated a full-grown female. The hunt lasted over 20 minutes. It was spectacular. In my 16 years guiding, I'd never seen anything like it." Just made the biggest mistake of its hunting life. Standing before it isn't a helpless prey, but a warrior, nearly a ton in weight, bearing horns like twin axes and a heart that never backs down. The first blow lands before the lion can even react. A roar bursts out in pain. Then the massive body is lifted off the ground, hurled through the grass, and slammed onto the cracked earth. No more dominance, no more control, only disorientation, and a furious force still charging forward. In Africa, not every pounce marks the beginning of victory, and not every prey is easy to bring down. The buffalo, an animal even lions must think twice before choosing a target, because one wrong move can cost a life. When cornered, it doesn't flee. It turns, faces its attacker, and fights back. This is no longer a hunt. This is a battle of honor, where the predator's pride is tested and a primal rage awakens in the eyes of a prey that refuses to surrender. Think you know how this ends? Think again, because what's about to unfold will keep your eyes locked on the screen. When a hungry pride of lions set their sights on a frail buffalo calf, it should have been over in moments. But something unexpected happened. The mother was still there. I stood frozen as she didn't hesitate for a single second. She charged straight into the lions, flinging away the predators who were trying to drag her baby away. Those blows weren't just powered by muscle. but by something far stronger, the sacred force of motherhood. In that moment, the atmosphere shifted. The adult buffalo nearby felt it too. Something was rising, one by one. They stepped forward. Then, all at once, the herd surged in, forming a living wall, ready to fight. Through the swirling dust of this survival clash, unity and unbreakable kinship. This wasn't just a rescue, it was a wild plains epic, where I witnessed with my own eyes a mother, a herd, and a bond strong enough to tip the balance of the wild. I just witnessed one of the most spectacular moments in the wild, and you'll want to re-watch this footage carefully. A lion, confident in its ambush, lunged at what seemed like an easy target, a lone buffalo on the open grassland. But this time, nature rewrote the script. The buffalo didn't flee. It stood its ground, turned with fierce resolve, and charged straight at the attacker. In the very next second, the lion was launched skyward, flipping through the air before old phrase felt strikingly real at this moment. This wasn't just a fight. It was a raw, living symbol of nature's surprises and justice. Arrogance, it seems, can be humbled by courage. Was it luck? Or has the buffalo's instinct to survive evolved beyond the brute force of its predators? This was just one of countless twists the wild has to offer. What do you think? If it had been a different lion, would the outcome have changed? Watch the full video to uncover the rest of nature's surprises.